I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every crack. I'm surviving, all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the brutal show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember YAHANNA's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cocktail. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in his dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. That was designed fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Pando, kill the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum. A gun thou or die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear. How Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. U.P.K undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting y'all, the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard, they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. You ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he give them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'll punch you in person. I know this is an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt.
Now turn the headphones up just a little bit. Yeah.
So what we out with them? 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 So what we out.
When I say my prayers, I gotta turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east. Before you go to war, y'all, you better turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east. When I say my prayers, I gotta turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east. Before you go to war, y'all, you better turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east.
I used to wake up every morning, boy, and all I seen was mess. Plus the shit that I was dealing with, all I seen was stress. Now I really know the truth, and I understand what hurting niggas. Beast of the fields, they eat us up, and they hurting you. U.P.K is what I'm repping. Siamese a weapon. Some of you niggas playing, but me, I'm really stepping. The mission that I'm on is waking up all our people. Show them we are the greatest. Nothing about a sequel. Them heathens, they gon' learn. Them heathens, they gon' burn. Esau is about to fall, then Jacob is all turned. They been fucking with the chosen, so they gotta pay. Revelation 13 and 10. Tell me, what does it say?
So I be out with them. So I be out with them. So I be out with them. So I be out with them.
When I say my prayers, I gotta turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east. Before you go to war, y'all, you better turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east. When I say my prayers, I gotta turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east. Before you go to war, y'all, you better turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east.
The blood that's in my veins descends straight from the greatest. All of my tools go, but that 40. No, it's my favorite. And we losing all our babies to this crazy shit we represent. The money in the world, nigga, this crazy shit ain't making sense. We the children of the light, and we fighting all the darkness. The way I'm stacking ammo, my bitches thinking I'm heartless. Them devils get to smiling, got you thinking that he harmless. Remember Oklahoma? That is where them cracker bombs. The pain will make you wake up. You know they really hate us. They turn the truth into a lie. That's the shit they gotta pay for. The mission that I'm on is waking up all our people. Show them we are the greatest. Nothing about it.
Okay, man. Mic check, mic check. Clap it up. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. With you up. All right, let's get it, man. All right, Shalom, Israel. Shalom, Fayetteville. What it do, man? We are the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA, started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group, right? You know what I mean? Like, we actually do the work of the Lord, man, and we actually come and we save black people, black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. You know what I mean? We raise our children up to be the strong man that the Lord wanted them to be, the strong man and women that the Lord wanted them to be, according to the scriptures, right? In all these churches, synagogues, mosque and all them, you're not learning a damn thing about the Lord, man. You're learning how to be more wicked, and you're learning that how you live in your life is okay, right? The things that you do in your day-to-day is okay, right? You don't have to be a certain way, that God loves you anyway, right? You can do what you want to do. You can be a Klans member, you can be a stripper, you can be a whore. If you're a man, you can be a coward, you can be a homosexual, you can do all these things, and the Lord just loves and accepts you, right? When the God of the Bible did not say anything about none of those lies, right? The God of the Bible didn't mention that it was okay to be a whoremonger, a coward, or a child molester, right? But in today's society, Christianity makes all those things okay, right? It makes it kind of get washed up on the rug. We are destroyed as a people, man, and we're destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. You know what I mean? Because you get that, Baba Kasha? Like we're destroyed people in this society, man, and people take advantage of our oppression, right? All our leaders take advantage of our oppression. Your jobs take advantage of. Sorry, the jobs take advantage of our oppression. You know what I mean?
That's right. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6.
Right.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
That's right. We're destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. You know what I mean? And because we have that, we have been taught these lies over these many of years since before slavery, right? We believe anything that we hear when it comes from a so-called leader of our people, right? So we believe whatever the pastor says. You know what I mean? Why do we believe whatever the pastor says? Because he's looked at as the leader of our people, in a sense, right? Why do we believe whatever mass majority of the Democrats say? Because we believe that they're the leaders, they're for the black people, right? When none of them are, right? The only people that's for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American people in this world is the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA. And we show and we prove it each and every day. And I know it sounds crazy, right? A bunch of black men with beards and braids and golds, right? We the leaders of the new world. Yeah, it sounds crazy, but just watch what happens, man. The Lord has been showing and proving the I.S.U.P.K to be the leaders of the nation for some time now. And now that everybody's waking up, you got your NFL players, your basketball players, your rappers coming out saying that they're Jews. Now everybody want to jump on the status quo when they don't know that it's a certain lifestyle that you got to live according to yourself, calling yourself an Israelite. An Israelite has a certain lifestyle that he has to live by. You can't just say you're an Israelite just because it's the cool thing to do now, or it's the cool thing to say. It's a certain lifestyle that comes with that, right? It's a certain shedding of yourself that comes with that, right? You can't just walk a certain, you can't just talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk. Ain't that what they say? You gotta walk the walk and talk the talk. You know what I mean? Give me 1 Corinthians 6:15, Baba Kasha. You know what I mean? I was chopping up with this brother today, and he had found out that that Israelite can have multiple wives. Bro, the brother got so excited. Ooh wee. The brother got so excited because he got a wife himself, right? But he lays with multitude of women, man. Just out there just laying with whores, man. Disgusting, brother, man. You know, he just sick. You know what I mean? But this brother thinks it's all right and it's okay to be how he is, right? But he doesn't realize what he does whenever he lays with those whores. He doesn't realize what he does unto Christ when he lays with those whores, unto the body of Christ. Read that, brother, when you get it.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians. Chapter 6, verse 16.
Right.
What? Oh, it's 15 or 16?
6, verse 15.
Verse 15. Know ye not that your bodies are the members of Yahawashi?
Your bodies, right? Your bodies are the members of Yahawashi, of the Most High power, right? Go ahead. Salaki of Christ. Salaki of Christ.
Christ.
Your body is a member of Christ, right? We are a part of Christ. Christ is a part of us. Go ahead.
Shall I then take the members of Christ and make them the members of an harlot?
So,
God forbid.
So it just said, shall I then take the members of Christ and make them a members of a harlot? When you're a brother and you're out there, right, and you lay with a whore, you're joining your that whore unto Christ. You're not just joining that whore unto you. You're a member of the body of Christ, right? As an Israelite, you're a member of the body of Christ. So what you do affects Christ's body, right? In I.S.U.P.K, we're synonymous with just saying that we're that one body. That there's only one gospel, there's only one truth, there's only one faith, and that's the I.S.U.P.K. If you're a man and you're out here in this world, right, and you're claiming to serve the Lord, right, and you're part of the body of Christ, when you're laying with a whore, you're joining a whore to Christ's body. Do you think that's what Christ wanted? Can you read it again, brother?
This the book. Salakia. 1 Corinthians 6:15.
Right.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 15.
Right.
Know ye not that your bodies are the members of Christ?
Right.
Shall I then take the members of Christ and make them the members of an harlot? God forbid.
Hell no, man. You can't join yourself with harlots, man. You can't join yourselves with whores, and this is synonymous with any fraction of sinning. You shouldn't join yourself with drug dealers. You shouldn't join yourself with strippers. You shouldn't join yourself with the Klansmen. You shouldn't join yourself with the Black Panther Party. You shouldn't join yourself with anything that's going against the Lord, man. Anything that's opposing of these law, statutes, and commandments, man. You shouldn't join yourself unto them, right? There's a way that the Lord's people should live, man, and we've fallen so far from that. Now we're just dwelling in the wind, man. We're grabbing onto any grasp of anything we're looking for the truth anywhere we can get it, right? And if anybody comes in our ear and whisper those sweet nothings in our ear, we'll just believe it right off the bat. Why? Because it sounds good to us and it fulfills our spirit. It makes us feel good at the time, right? A whore. What helps a whore be a whore? When you tell her it's okay, right? When you tell her it's gonna be all right. What helps a drug dealer keep selling drugs? Hey, brother, it's all right. God know your heart. That destroys our people, man. The only thing that's going to help our people change is the truth, man. The only thing that'll help somebody that's addicted to drugs, crack, and cocaine and sex is to tell them that they're addicted to drugs, crack, and cocaine and sex. That's the only thing that's going to save our people, man. The truth shall set you free. So said the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to, you pity white, like, for instance, right? I got a family member, right, who's sick and stricken with being addicted to crack, right? Very sick, right? You think me telling her that it's okay and me hiding the fact that I know that she's on drugs is going to help her? No. The only way, because she doesn't think, or they don't think that I know that they're doing drugs. So what do? They continue to do it. They continue to do it and continue to think they're getting away with it when it has a distinctive smell. You brothers from Fayetteville, man, these brothers in the truth, man, all of us, we know what a crack house smell like. We know what it smell like when somebody's doing drugs in the house. So when you come around somebody and they got it on their clothes, or somebody walk by you, you know what kind of transgression they're into, right? And the only way to help them is to have that out there, right? You gotta realize that you have a problem. A person that realizes that they have a problem and blames themselves, they can change. But a person that has a problem and blames everybody else, they're doomed, man. They're doomed. There's no changing in that person, because that person has to first realize that they have a problem. In a society, we don't realize we have a problem, man. And it's a way that we should live, man. Give me, if you can, give me Romans 6 and 7. Romans 7 and 7. You know what I mean? We got to realize that we're destroying our bodies and we're destroying our people when we continue to live how we've been living, and we continue to believe the lies that's been put on us or placed upon us by the Christian church. Go ahead, Romans 7 and 7.
Book of Romans, chapter 7 and verse 7. What shall we say then? Is the law sin?
Is the law sin? What is sin? Bible Shah, if I may.
Transgression of the law.
It's transgression of the law. The scriptures clearly say that sin is a transgression of the law, right? So what shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin? Go ahead.
God forbid.
God forbid, right? A sin is a verb, right? More specifically, sin is a verb. Sin is something you do, right? So shall you continue to do all manner of evil? Shall you continue to be a homosexuality? Say alternative lifestyleian? I can say that. I can say gay. Okay. Okay. Shall you continue to be gay? You know what I mean? Shall you continue to live that lifestyle? Shall you continue to be a drug addict? Shall you continue to be a whoremonger, which is a man that loves whores? Shall you continue to be a coward, which is a man that got to roll over at night, scared to keep the message in his phone? He got to delete them before he go to sleep. Shall you continue to be a lying, stinking Jezebel?
Right.
Go ahead.
And that's heavy too, because not only that, but whoremonger meaning is really a pimp.
Right.
Someone who sells women, the human trafficking. I saw a video on Instagram the other day. I mean, he was chasing this girl around the car. I think you sent it to me. Then he stopped her and headbutted her. And people in the comments was like, why would she subject herself to such harshness for a man and all this stuff? Like, you shouldn't do that to nobody's child.
Yeah.
Monger means to sell. So a whoremonger is a pimp usually, but fornicators, it's unlawful sex. Any type of unlawful sex is fornication.
Right.
As we all were doing in the world until we came into the truth.
That's a heavy point. What you're saying. What's extremely heavy about what you just said is you said that that somebody said he shouldn't be doing that to her, and the reason that why did she subject herself to that? You don't know her lifestyle beforehand. You don't know what she's been to even be pushed into that situation to where she feels as though she does have to sell her body. The same thing for the woman that's on crack or drugs or whatever. We have been so destroyed and oppressed as a people that we turn to any avenue that'll make us smile or feel good for a second in time just to mask the hell that we're going through, which is disgusting, man. And that's why I.S.U.P.K, man, we speak so harshly against being a so-called Christian of today because of the stain that they put on being a Christian, man. It's not because of them as individuals. It's because they live, lie, and destroy our people, man. That's what they do, man. And they teach our people to destroy other people. You ever heard the saying, hurt people hurt people? Well, that's what's going on in the Christian church, man. They're hurting people. They're hurting people. And that hurt is trickling down. And now it's at a point where it's at the kids now. And look at our kids. You know what I mean? They go in the Christian church, they get to see a flaming homosexual dancing in front of the choir, leading the choir team, leading the dance team, a flaming one. My son should never see nothing like that, man. Never. But in today's society, they make it okay to do such things, man. They make it okay to live how they want to live, be who they want to be. You're free, right? What is it? Free will. Not according to the Bible, man. It says, shall we continue in sin that we are under grace, right? That grace may abound? God forbid, man. You can't do what you want to do just because Christ died for you. You can't do what you want to do just because you're a so-called Christian and you're giving your life to so-called Christ. You can't do what you want to do. Now, if anything, now you know that it's a different way to live. If I died for my brother, right? Say if me and my brother, we went to rob a bank. We went to rob a bank and say we went to go rob a bank and I shot somebody. I shot somebody while we was robbing a bank, right? He was in the car. He's just a driver. We get caught. We get pulled over, pulled to the side and all that. And we both in that room. They asking us, whose gun is it? Whose gun is it? He take the charge. He say, hey, it's mine. I'll take that. He ain't did nothing. He just a driver. That brother got to serve life in prison right now. And I'm outside. I'm a free man. That brother gave his life for me, right? Right. Would I then go and rob another bank and kill another person? If I did that, then would that brother telling me, hey, look, before I did that, after he got locked up, he said, hey, brother, look, I'm taking this charge for you, bro. You got a family, bro. I'm going to do this for you. You my brother, man. Just go out there and make a difference. Do better, which is essentially what Christ did. He died so that we didn't have to die. The brother in the story I'm saying, he gave his life so I didn't have to give mine, right? So now after such thing is done, do you go back and do the thing that caused you to be in the situation in the first place? That caused him to have to give his life for you? No, you don't. And when you do such things, you spit on his death. If I went back and started robbing them banks again or robbing them people and killing people, I'm spitting on that brother giving his life for me. I don't give a damn about that brother if I did it. Well, you know the same thing goes for Christ. When you go out there and you lay with whores, man, and you teach your daughters to be prostitutes and whores, and you teach these men to be cowards among their women, you're spitting on Christ. You're spitting on what he died for. When we open up this book and you teach Black, Hispanics, and Native American people that everybody's equal, including the people that's killing and murdering and raping and robbing us every day, you're spitting on what Christ died for, man. You don't give a damn about Christ, man. You don't give a damn, man. You know what I mean? But here, like I say, man, I'm going to say it as much as I can in this class, man. In the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA, we give a damn about Christ, man. We give a damn about you so much so that we'll tell you the truth when you're a damn coward. Straighten up, man. Grow some, right? Tell that woman, like, look, you're not going to run me no more. I run this, right? If you're a woman, your power is in your submission. Shut the hell up. Shut your mouth every now and again. And watch how that power, you can soothe that man. A woman that knows when to shut her mouth, she can damn near get whatever the heck she want from any brother that she meet. Any brother. A submissive woman, it's power in that, man. It's power in doing what the Lord say do. Right? Drop that and give me Matthews 9:17. You know what I mean? It's power in doing these law, statutes, and commandments, man, and taking heed to what the laws that the Lord laid down. Right. And you'll realize that whenever you start to adhere to them, right? When you argue as a woman, if you arguing with your man, right, and he getting loud, you just get a little lower. Try to get a little lower, right? Try not to be right all the damn time, right? Try to just listen a little bit more and watch how better your relationship gets. Try to cover up a little bit more, right? You got a husband, try to cover up some. Try not to have everything showing that you show your husband at night when you lay down, right? Try to keep something for the imagination. You know what I mean? Just try doing that and watch how better your relationship get. If you're a brother, man, and you got to delete messages before you go to sleep, first of all, get an all black, man. Find your closest camp leader around you in the I.S.U.P.K, and we'll teach you how to strengthen your back. But while you're listening to class, if you're a brother that's doing that, the first step is this: stop laying with whores. Now, when we start there, right? We start there. Stop getting all the whores' numbers. That way, there's nothing for you to delete. Let's start there, right? Next step, if you do get the whores, right? Don't delete the messages. Don't delete them, right? Just try. I know it's gonna be hard. It's extremely hard. You're going home. You know she gonna. Ooh, if she see this message. Ooh, she see how I'm talking to Lily Lou. Ooh, she see that. Ooh, I gotta delete this. You know how she. Just let her see it. Let her find it. And what you'll find is that truth is going to set you free, brother. That truth of you opening your mind to just really being a man and really standing on what you're doing, right? Because we're taught in here, man, you got to stand on your business, right? And our business is saving Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And we stand on it each and every day, from the Shamar department to the prison department to the goddamn children and sisters. We standing on 10 when it's coming to the Lord. So, brother, if you claim that you're a man of the Lord and you got to delete messages so your woman won't see, brother, you probably standing on about 4 or 5. You got 4 or 5. You tiptoeing, brother, on your pinky toes. You know what I mean? You ain't really got no weight in nothing you saying, and you wonder why that woman don't want to listen to you. You wonder why she say, "Oh, you not a what women be saying? You're not a high value man." A high value man. With these priests and prophets, whether they broke or rich, we high value men because we serve the Lord. And we'll tell you that, hey, look, I'm broke. Give me some money. We'll do it, right? Why won't we do it? Because I'm broke, I can't lead you. Because I'm broke, now I can't be a good leader. Well, Christ was, if I'm not mistaken, Christ was the leader of all of us, right? Christ is our head, and his head is the Most High. Christ was poor. Good night. Christ was a poor man. So because he was poor, we shouldn't listen to him. You listen to Christ, a poor man, wicked woman, but you won't listen to your man who's struggling and going through it because he don't got a dime. God damn this place, man. You know what I mean? And what we have to start doing, man, is start to establish a moralistic bound amongst all our people, man. And that moralistic bound is already established, but what we got to do is we got to dig it up. We got to begin to open the book and read it, right? We got to begin to open it and do what it says to do. You know what I mean? And without this, like Commander Junior YAHANNA breaks it down, right? Everything that you need in life, or everything that you use that's vital in your life, has a manual to go to it, right? You got a stove, a new stove in your house. You got a new car. You got all that. It tells you how to oil it, how to change the tires, certain things that you need to keep it rolling and keep it going smoothly and flowing smoothly. Well, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American people have a manual, right? And that manual is called the Bible, right? The Bible is the Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians manual. And if we just open it, right, and ask the right questions, right, and search for ourselves and just dig into it, you know what I mean? Just really just read it. You know what I mean? Then you'll begin to ask yourself, oh, well, what does this mean? Right? And what does this mean? And when you do that, that's the beginning of you changing yourself and you bettering yourself. And guess who got the answers? Guess. Take a guess. The I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA. You get what I'm saying? Like, these men have been taught and trained in this truth and this faith, man, to where they'll woo somebody that says, I don't believe in the Bible no more. They'll grab that sister that had once been molested or somewhere and has thrown her life away and said, forget the Bible. The Bible ain't nothing but a bunch of lies and contradictions. They'll save that one brother that was out there beating on his wife. They'll say that one brother that was out there selling drugs to his brother's mother. You know what I mean? We'll grab these brothers that had nowhere else to go or believed that there was nowhere else to turn to when their back was against the wall, which is what the scriptures are for. The scriptures are not for the people who already got it together, right? The law is not for these men that's in the I.S.U.P.K. The law is for these people that's out here sinning and don't know the law, right? We're not under the law in here. We're under grace. But drop that, brother, and give me read that. So like it, read that. Matthew 9 and 17.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 9, verse 17.
Uh-huh.
Neither do men put new wine into old bottles, else the bottles break and the wine runneth out.
When you coming to serve the Lord, man, you can't put new wine into old bottles, man. You can't do that. Because what happens when you mixing juices or when you pouring wine? Just look at it for a second. Imagine if we had this wine. I don't know if you can see, but at the top of it, it's a little bit of wine residue. Imagine if we just poured this out, right? And just poured new wine into it without cleaning it. What's going to happen? What's going to happen, class? It's going to mix. Huh? Oh, okay. Most High Christ. Salakia. You got a little new setup and everything. Yeah, you ain't tell me. You know what I mean? Nah, but the brother said was right. You're gonna mix it, it's gonna be contaminated, right? It's not gonna be the new Chevron Shay. It's gonna be Chevron Shay with juicy juice. You know what I mean? Chevron Shay with a little bit of what is that? Manischewitz. It's gonna be mixed up, man. You cannot mix what you know in the world or what you've learned in Christianity to what you learn in the real truth, right? Christians don't know nothing about this Bible. I just want to throw that out there. They don't know nothing about this Bible. The only thing that they talk about in this Bible that they really don't even know is tithes. And what else do Christians say? Is that it? Tithes and tithes and offering and John 3:16 and fundraisers, right? And that's it, man. And get baptized. Yeah, you gotta go dip in that water. You gotta go get in that water now. You know what I mean? But we got a saying in here, man. Say you take a homosexual, right? And you dip them in that bath water that the Christians got for you to get so-called baptized in, right? What happens to them when they come up? Anybody know? Anybody know? Reggie, you know, hey, what happens when you dip a murderer or a homosexual or a child molester or a whore or a coward into that wet pool in the church, what happens, Reggie? Reggie know. Reggie know. For time's sake. For time's sake, I get to you. You're gonna come up a wet homosexual child molester murderer. You're gonna come up the same. You're just gonna be moist. That's it. Still the same. That's right. Give Reggie a hand, man. Give Reggie a hand. You're gonna come up the same way, right? That baptism doesn't mean anything. Christ said we got to be baptized by the fire, man. That's this truth, man. That's you hearing whenever you're doing drugs that you shouldn't do drugs no more, right? That's what a good friend, a good brother would tell you. That's you hearing whenever you're a woman and you're outside dressing promiscuous and you got your chest all out. Hey, cover yourself up. That's you being baptized by the fire, man. You shedding yourself of what you used to do. You getting rid of that old you. You burning him away, right? You being reborn in Christ. You're joining yourself to this body, and this body where you don't marry harlots and join harlots to the body, where everything that comes from you is joined to the body. So if I go get a woman, I know that she's joined to this body. I know that she got to listen to the things that this body says to do. Yeah, I'm not about to have my arm. I'm not about to go have an arm that just want to go and slap everybody, just move and have one. It better sit down just like this one. It can't do its own thing. It gotta be in subjection to what the body needs and what the body wants, right? You're not gonna have a member that does what it wants to do unless that member needs to get cut off, right? We all understand that. Drop that and give me John 3:3. You know what I mean? Like Christ gave a strict way to live, man. And Christ came and showed us how it could be done, man. Christ came, he was a man just like me and you, right? He was born in what? Sinful flesh. You know what I mean? He was a man just like me and you, right? And he came to show us how to do the law, that it could be done. Christ was tested all the time. You know what I'm saying? Is it easy to walk in this life? To walk in this life? No. The only reason why it's not easy now is because of how we grow up and how society will treat you when you do begin to follow the Lord. But Christ said they hated him first, man. So just get used to it. Just get used to it. Just bundle up and swallow it. You know why you're going to do that? But so that your kids won't have to do it, right? You're going to be the first man in your family to listen to the Lord and do what the Lord says do and stop being a coward to your wife. You know why? Because you're teaching your son to do it now. So he won't have to worry about changing later on. Because you've been living your whole 40 years of life, a soft soul man, a yes man, right? And now you come into the truth and you got your first year in. Now you got to tell your wife, oh, you can have multiple wives. That's a fight. No one wants to go through it, but you have to do it. You have to. You've been smoking weed for 40 years. Oh, now you come into the truth. You got to leave that weed alone, brother. You've been laying with these strange women your whole life. You got one now. Now that you learn the truth, you want to throw away. You can't. You got to keep it forever. These things that learning the law is going. That's why it says being baptized with the fire. It doesn't feel good to learn that how you've been living your life is not how you should have ever started to live it. It doesn't feel good that knowing that your mama, who's a pastor, your daddy, who's a philanthropist, they all been wrong your whole life, and they've been teaching you to do so. It doesn't feel good because you got your whole life set up around Christianity. The way you treat your kids, the way you raise your kids, the way you treat your wife, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you dress, it's all set up around how you've been taught to live your life, how you've been taught to be a soft man, right? Living your soft era, do all these things, being a loudmouth woman, being taught how to dress by your mama who showed every piece of her tail, or who was a whore and she didn't even know who your daddy was. So on and so forth. We've been taught this way. So yes, is it hard coming in and changing yourself? Yes, it can be difficult. But that's why we have men above us and counselors above us in the I.S.U.P.K that help such men and women and children to do better and to come and serve the Lord the right way. We know it's hard, man. It's not easy for anybody to come and serve the Lord. But when you do it, put your full force effort into it. Put your all into it. You know why? Because you're going to benefit not only yourself, but your people in the end, man. Give your life for something other than yourself, man. For something other than yourself, man. What did Christ say about giving your life for his brother? There's no greater act than a man giving his life for his brother, man. And here in the I.S.U.P.K, man, when you shed yourself of the world and you stop all that wickedness that you've been doing, you're giving your life for your brother, man. Go ahead, read that, brother.
Just a book. What verse was it again? I know John 3 and what?
John 3 and 3.
This book of John, chapter 3, verse 3. Yahawashi answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again.
Except a man be born again. Go ahead.
He cannot see the kingdom of the Most High.
Man, unless you come into the I.S.U.P.K on the Commander Journey YAHANNA, you cannot see the kingdom, man. You cannot see the kingdom. And if you can prove me wrong, man, show me anybody else or anywhere else in the world where you can be born again. And what does it mean to be born again? Let me get that first. What does it mean to be born again? Let's see if somebody in chat can answer. What does that mean to be born again? What does it mean to be born again, family? Read that again. Baba Kushah.
The book of John, chapter 3, verse 3. Yahawashi answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee.
Surely, surely, I'm saying to you. Listen, nigga. Go ahead.
Except a man be born again.
Except a man be born again. If you're not born again, go ahead.
He cannot see the kingdom of the Most High.
You cannot see the kingdom of the Most High, man. You know what you are when you can't see the kingdom of the Most High? You're blind. You're blind. You're blind. It's a lot of people out here walking around and we telling them that Black Hispanics and Native American Indians are the true rulers for this earth, for this planet Earth, and they're blind to it. They don't see that. They could never see that. They can only see Caesar Borgia, white Jesus. That's all they can see. They're blind to this, man. They're blind to this. Whenever, if you don't be born again, man, if you don't be reborn in Christ, meaning what, right? Meaning you give yourself to the Most High and you get rid of your old you, right? If you're not reborn, you are not able to see the kingdom of heaven, right? You can't see it. You can't even fast people out here that can't even fathom that Black people should have some kind of authority in this earth. That Black women don't have to be whores to be accepted. That men don't have to be drug dealers to make money. Right? There's people out here that really cannot see another way than how they are. They're blind. They're blind in this kingdom, man. And unless they be born again, they can't see the kingdom of heaven. They can't see Black people ruling over these nations, man. They can't see Black people in rulership and all the oppressor nations serving under our feet, right? They can't see that. They can't even fathom it because we're so oppressed, man. We're so oppressed. And like the scriptures say, man, oppression make a wise man mad, man. You know what I mean? You can't get around it. You can't do a people like that for so long and then think that just sugar honey iced teas and hugs and kisses gonna save them, man. That's not how you fix a people, man. That's not how you straighten this world out, right? Give me Ecclesiastes. It's Ecclesiastes 7:1. You know what I mean? That's not how you rebuild a nation that's destroyed.
This is
right?
the book.
Go ahead.
This is the book Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 1.
This is for and you hear a lot from people. You hear a lot of people saying, "You can't judge me," or they say, "I'm good how I am." What you think about me doesn't matter. How I've been living my life, God knows my heart. Right? Go ahead, read this. This is for y'all.
A good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death than the day of one's birth.
Read that again.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 1. A good name is better than precious ointment.
A good name is better than precious ointment. What is the ointment scripturally? Ointment is like perfume, right? It's like it's a smell good, right? A good name is better than that sweet smell. It's better than that. Your reputation means something, right? And to hell with anybody that says otherwise. You can live your life. Live your life. Just be you. Be who you are, right? Be what God has called you to be inside. God knows your heart, even though you're a damn murderer. even though you're a damn woman beater. God knows your heart, even though you go up there and you dance on that pole for 6 to 7 hours a night, shaking tail and feather for dollars. God knows your heart. Guess who else is Christians that think God know their heart? The Ku Klux Klan, right? God, yes, God knows your heart, and He knows you're a wicked bastard. He knows that you wouldn't change to save your life, let alone your child's life. That's right. Those sayings are right. God does know your heart, and you're gonna perish along with all the other wicked bastards in this earth that think that God knows their heart and they don't need to change, man. But your reputation in here, our reputation is solid, man. In the I.S.U.P.K, we stand on what we say, man. And we're loved more for it and hated more for it, which is so beautiful because that lets you know that you're doing the right thing, man. When everybody loves you, you're doing something wrong. You got to be doing something wrong because you got to be in certain things for this society to accept you and to love you. I was just talking to Officer Zion today about we just got that the lady, she gave us the prison Sampson County Correctional, then took it back today. Took it back. This place is wicked, man. It would have been some more surprising, right? It would have been more of a surprise if she would have let us keep it. But when she found out that we I know she went and looked us up. I know she went and read what we're about. I know she went and saw all the articles about us. I know she did, right? I know she did her due diligence and research. And she said, I can't have you niggas in here causing an uproar. That's what she had to say. Because there's no way in hell you're going to tell a brother, hey, I got you on this day. This is for you. I'm so glad you're coming around here. I'm so glad because they need you in here. And turn around the next day, hey, you got denied. Sorry. No, man. I thank the Lord for it, man, because He got a better opportunity for us. He got a better journey for us to go save some lives, right? And with the Lord's will, man, God will burn that place down and set them brothers free in that prison, man. You know what I mean? Go ahead, brother. You got a point?
No, Salak, if I may, you make a very valid point when you talk about this being hell.
Right.
This is absolute hell.
Right.
But, the devil, doesn't understand that, in here, we'll beat him at his own game.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a Religious Freedom Restoration Act of 1993.
That's right.
That prohibits the federal government from substantially burdening any aspect of religious observance or practice.
Right.
Which is the angle that we can use. But of course, you need to get counsel.
Right.
From Captain Zakar.
No. No, damn right.
Damn
right. Yeah. The Lord, long story short, the Lord gonna give us that prison, whether they want us to have it or not.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? In the end, it's all gonna be ours, right? We're gonna rule all the damn places that they don't want us in. They're not gonna be able to stop us. The YAHANNA shot for that, man. You know what I mean? But let's continue on. Read that again, brother.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 1.
A
good name is better than precious ointment.
Right.
And the day of death than the day of one's birth.
The day of death better than the day of one's birth. You know what that means? What does that mean, y'all? Your death day is more important than the day that you are born, man. What does that mean? What does that mean? In regards to you being reborn, you first have to die. You got to get rid of that old man. Your death day is more important than the day that you're born, man. What did you do in your life, man? What did you do in your life? Like the scriptures say, there's nothing better than a man giving his life for his brothers, right? What did you do up until, say you lived your life, right? You lived your life wicked, your whole life, 40 years you lived your life wicked, and you died just a wicked bastard. That's not a great day. That's not a great death. But say you use your life and your time to serve the Most High, to save lives, to get people off of drugs, right? To wake up the sleep of the kingdom, right? To open people's eyes to things that they couldn't see because they were blind. right? Because they didn't want to get reborn again.
Right.
And they couldn't fathom seeing the kingdom of heaven. They were blind to it. Let's say you did that your whole life. Your death day is more important than that day that you were born. Because of the life you lived, man. Your reputation, how you moved in this earth, man. Is that verse 3, Shalaki? Keep going.
Verse 2.
Mhm.
It is better to go to the house of mourning
Mhm.
than to go to the house of feasting.
Mhm.
For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Verse 3. Sorrow is better than laughter,
Mhm.
for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better.
For the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better. That's what I was talking about earlier. How do you stop a crackhead from being a crackhead? You're going to have to hurt him. You're going to have to tell him, yeah, you're a damn crackhead. Stop it. You're going to have to let it be known the wickedness of how they're living their lives. You don't save people by coddling them in their destructive behaviors. You save them by telling them the goddamn truth, man. You're a whore. Stop being a whore. You're a weak man. Stop being a weak man. You're a lying bastard. Stop being a lying bastard. You coddle your women too much. Stop it. Right? Stop it. Your woman runs you. Stop it. Your woman's keeping you from your brothers. Stop it. Your man doesn't want you to serve the Lord, sister. You have to serve the Lord, and Lord willing, the Lord allow you to save your husband. These things have to be said. You got to tell somebody the truth even when it hurts. Read that last part, verse 3 again.
Verse 3. Sorrow is better than laughter. For by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better.
The heart is made better, right? You got to go through some things, man, to be better, man. You're going to have to go through it. You're going to have to go through hell before you get to the light. You got to go through it, man. That's the only way. That's the only way, says the scriptures. You're not going to fix nobody by telling them it's okay. You're fine how you are. Continue how you are. You're good. God knows your heart. You don't fix nobody like that. It got to be some tears shed. And in some cases, some damn blood shed. You got to go through it. Some family members saying they hate you. Your child get taken from you. Your houses get taken from you. Your cars. All this. You're going to have to go through some things so that in the end, you can see the glory of God. You can see the kingdom. You can be born again and see the kingdom and lift the veil off your eyes. But if you don't want to be born again, hey, no sweat. Continue going to that Christian church, man, that's molesting your kids. Continue it, all right? Continue being that scared man that got to delete them messages before you lay beside your woman at night. Continue being that coward of a father, that scared coward of a father for your children. You're a man out there with kids and you got to delete your messages. Grow the hell up, man. Stop being a damn, stop being a damn coward, man. Stop it. You're a woman out there and you whoring on your husband. You texting man while you have a husband. Stop being a filthy whore. Stop it. Stop it. Stop being a disgusting example of a woman for your daughters. Let's stop it, man. Let's all stop it. You got a daughter at home and you shaking your tail on the post. Stop it. That's disgusting. Would you want your daughter to do it? No. If you're a pimp out there, you're a man, you out here laying with women and throwing them away, you got a daughter too. Wait till somebody get a hold of her when she gets old enough. Lay with her and throw her away like a piece of trash. Like what you do to these women. Come on, man. We got to do better, man. Read that verse again, verse 3. We got to do better as a people. And it begins with this. Read.
Sorrow is better than laughter. For by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better.
It begins with pain, man. It begins with pain, man. The water Yahweh shot for this truth, man, under Commander General YAHANNA. And he gave us the lead to go and spread this truth, man, and save our people, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's our business, man. You know what I mean? Give me Psalms 1:1. No, Salaki, give me Proverbs 14:12. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Bonka, y'all. You got something?
No, Salaki, if I may, it's a heavy point that you made. When I think about that sorrow,
right?
It says a feeling of deep distress caused by loss, disappointment, or other misfortune suffer by oneself or others.
Right.
You know, that is what, you know, changes your countenance.
Right.
You know, your mental composure. You know, you think about sorrow and how it causes you to be reflective.
Right.
Of your actions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you become more reflective and you pay attention to what you're doing.
Right.
When you got to go through that pain that you're speaking of.
That's right.
You know, I'm not going to do whatever the hell I did to put me in the position that I'm in right now.
Right.
Dealing with this sorrow.
Right.
I don't want to feel this no more.
Right.
So it forces you to change.
Yeah.
It forces you to become a better person.
That's a heavy point you're bringing out, and that's what I was saying earlier. You have to go through hell to change. Right. You have to. A drug dealer is not going to stop selling drugs until he gets caught. A whore is not going to stop being a whore until she gets AIDS. You're not going to stop. You're going to think that you can continue in sin, that grace may abound, right? You're going to think you can do whatever you want, that God knows your heart. But guess what? Guess when you'll stop? You'll stop when someone, because you'll stop when that man that can't fight his demons takes your daughter. You'll stop then. You'll stop being a whore then. You'll stop being a man that goes out here and beats women when somebody beats your daughter. You'll stop doing that. That's what it's going to take. It's going to take you to go through. You'll stop killing people when they start killing yours. That and guess what that's synonymous with? That's synonymous with society. These oppressors are not going to stop killing us until when? Until the Lord comes and kills them. They're not going to stop putting their knees on our neck until we can't breathe anymore, until the Lord comes back and allows us to do it to them. He's not going to stop until bloodshed is shed on his side of the fence. He's not going to ever stop. So don't ever think it will ever stop. The world is not made to be equal. Surprise. It's not made to be equal. There's always going to be a hierarchy, right? It just so happens that right now in society, Black, Hispanics, and Native American people are on the bottom. Everyone else is on the top. Everyone. Africans, Hawaiians, Caucasians, all of them. They're all on the top and we're on the bottom. Well, when the Lord comes, he's going to flip it around and we're going to be on top. We're going to be the ones that have to get our knees off of your necks. We're going to be the ones that have the post saying hands up, don't shoot, and we still handle business according to the Lord. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be a whole change around. But in order for us to get there, we got to first be reborn, man, and then we can see the kingdom of heaven, right? That's the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is when we are in rulership over this whole goddamn place, man. When Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are in rulership over this whole damn place. The scriptures say this, man. When the wicked rule, the earth mourn. But when the righteous rule, the earth rejoice, man. Right now, the earth is mourning, man. Even their people are mourning. Even all the oppressive people are mourning, right? We suffering and dying in Michigan. Michigan still got dirty water. The scriptures say you can ask the beasts of the field. Even the animals know who the devil is on this planet, man. You know what I mean? Going extinct. What is it? The white rhino went extinct or something like that. Damn near extinct. Even the animals on this planet know who the devil is, man. But I tell you what, when Christ come back and the righteous are in authority, and we finally wake up to our power that we've been given by the Most High power, then the world is going to rejoice, man. They're going to be happy for it. Even their people will be happy for it. Their people are going to thank the Lord that now we finally have righteous leadership over us. Now this world can be progressive. Now we can finally serve the Lord the right way. Now we're finally getting some order. Because right now we're in a lawless society, man, and this world has no order, man. This world has no way to be, right? The only way to be is to be free, man. That's what this world says. The only way to be is to be yourself. Live your truth. Well, goddamn your truth, man. I'd rather live by the truth according to this Bible, man. I'd rather live by what the men in the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA said to live by, man, which is what Christ said to live by. And stand 10 toes on that. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything, man. And these men in here have built up their character and their moralistic balance to where they ain't moving for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, read that again, brother. Now you could drop that and give me Proverbs 14.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse.
Shalakia. Give me Romans 6:4. You know what I mean?
This is the book of Romans,
chapter 6, verse 4.
6 and verse 4.
Right.
Therefore, we are buried with him by baptism into death.
We are buried with him by baptism into death, man. When you stop sinning, man, you're buried with the Most High, with Christ into death. That old you is gone with Christ into death. Go ahead.
That, like as Christ was raised up from the dead by the glory of the Father, even so we also should walk in newness of life.
Even so we also. Read that again, brother.
Romans 6, verse 4. Therefore, we are buried with him by baptism into death.
We are buried with him by baptism into death. That old man died on the cross with Christ, right? That old man, right? When you reborn, that old man that used to smoke that weed, get high, lay with them whores, that old woman that used to dress like a whore, go shake that tail for money, she's dead. She died with Christ on the cross, right? Go ahead.
That like as Christ was raised up from the dead by the glory of the Father, even so we also should walk in newness of life.
Well. There we go. Even so, as Christ died and came back, and now he's new and he's walking like in the likeness of the Father, now we do the same thing, man. It's simple as that. Simple as that, right? Now I know a lot of people have been brainwashed by Christianity, but it don't get too much more simpler than that. You live one way at a time. You come in, you learn how to live another way. You live it. You live that new way, not the old way. You're reborn now. Kaplooey. There we go. Clap it up for the Most High, man. He made it easy. It's simple. Simple as 1, 2, 3. Simple as 1, 2, 3. Simple as 1, 2, 3, man. Give me Matthew 6 and 24. It's simple as 1, 2, and 3, man. It's easy peasy, pudding in pie. You know what I mean? It's easy to serve the Lord, man. But like I said, it can be hard because of the conditions that we've been put in as Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians in this society, right? You living in a world and society that damn near don't want to give you nothing unless you're spitting on Christ's death. They don't want to give you nothing unless you're accepting your brothers and sisters being living alternative lifestyles. They don't want to give you nothing unless you damn. Matter of fact, the for a woman to say like her husband really is a deadbeat, right? Like in the real life, which is as a Black, Hispanic, Native American man, that's a hard thing to come across. That's rare, whether you want to believe it or not. These Black men love their kids. You know what I mean? 10 out of 10. I give you 9.5 out of 10. Black men want to be in their kids' life and they love their children. Right, but say that little 0.5%, he's really not there for the kids. But say you got a righteous woman that wants to serve the Lord. They make it so damn hard for her to get assistance without strickling that man. It's pathetic. It's crazy. She got to go put him on child support. She got to do all this so that she can get some assistance from the state, man. That's what it means when the scriptures say we in hell, man. We're damn near forced to sin against the Most High to get some kind of help in here, man. But that's why the I.S.U.P.K is building up strong soldiers and strong schools all over the world, so that one day we don't need the damn help of this thinking society. We're not going to need your WIC. We're not going to need your child care. We'll do it our own. We'll establish our own hospitals. We'll establish our own child care, our own schools under the Most High power. We'll do it ourselves, right? But it all starts here, man. It all starts with you opening your eyes and opening the book and learning that now that I know the truth, I can't keep sinning. Woo, start there. Now that I know I can't beat my wife, I won't beat her no more. Easy. Shit. Damn. What is this brother saying? Now that I know smoking crack and weed and drugs is bad, I don't do it no more. Oh, shit. SHALAM. Easy. But it starts with the I.S.U.P.K, man. We're the only ones telling people the truth, man. Your Christian church is not going to give you a good sermon. He's going to give you a good cry, a good song, and empty out half of your pockets. That's what you're going to learn in there, man.
And Salakia too. That's what our boss said. That's why the law is so important. And the Christian church is so wicked. They teach you can do what you want without repercussions.
That's crazy, man. They give our about a hand, man. That's a heavy point. Christianity teaches us to be just a lawless nation, man. It teaches us just to be a lawless people. Just you don't have a way to live. You can do what you want. You could do what you want, man. Yeah, man. Just free will, man. God gave us free will. Yeah, dude. Free will. Read that when you get it, brother. Matthew 6:24.
The book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 24.
Uh-huh.
No man can serve two masters.
No man can serve two masters, man. You know what you do whenever you go into that Christian church and you wear that cross on your neck? You're serving two masters. Because I'll be damned if I died by a 9mm bullet and my brother wear a 9mm bullet with a brain on it. If I got shot in the head with a 9mm bullet and my brother and I died, and my brother now wears a 9mm bullet with a brain on the side of it as a necklace, I'll be damned at that. You know what happens when you do that? You're serving two masters, man. Go ahead. You know what happens? No, Shalaka, you know what happens when you go in that Muslim mosque and when you go to do your little hijab, when you go circle. You can't serve the God of the Bible and burn sage in your house. You can't do that. I'm sorry. Salakia. You can't do that. You can't serve the God of the Bible and go shake your tail on a damn pole. You can't do it. You can't serve the God of the Bible and have multiple women, but hide them because you're scared as hell of them. You can't do that in here. You can't do that. You can't serve the God of the Bible and beat your women. As a woman, you can't serve the God of the Bible and try to control and lead your man. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't run your man and be of the Lord. You can't serve two masters because America allows you to do what you want to do. America allows you to put that man in damn near handcuffs and hang him by his damn neck if you're a woman. America allows you to do that. The God of the Bible don't allow you to do that. So if you're saying that, if you're doing that to your man, right? Or man, if you're doing said things to your women and you're saying that you love the Lord and you're of the Bible and you serving God too, you're a liar. Go ahead, keep reading.
No man can serve two masters. For either
Mm-hmm.
he will hate the one and love the other,
Mm-hmm.
or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon.
You cannot serve God and mammon, man. You can't serve two masters in here, man. When you come in to serve the Lord, you got to do what the Lord say do, man. The Lord say don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. The Lord say don't lay with strange women. The Lord say that, man. The Lord said don't be getting the edge ups and crisping up your face and all that, trying to look cute. That's what the Lord say, right? That's what the Lord say. The Lord say that, man. The Lord say you can't be a whore in this nation. So when you're doing these things against the Lord, you're serving two masters. You're doing what you want to do and neglecting the things that the Lord put down for us to do. You're living your lifestyle and neglecting the lifestyle that the Lord had put down for us to live, right? You do what you want and not what the Lord wants. You're serving two masters and you don't fear the Lord. You know what I mean? And not fearing the Lord makes you unwise in this kingdom. Matter of fact, give me Ecclesiasticus 1:5. You know what I mean? Fearing the Lord is wise, man. It's wisdom in here. You know what I'm saying? You got that?
This is the book Ecclesiasticus chapter 1, verse 5.
The
word of the Most High.
Slocky.
The word of the power, the Most High, is the fountain of wisdom.
It's the fountain of wisdom. This words of the Most High, this is the fountain of wisdom, right? Go ahead.
And her ways are everlasting commandments.
And her ways are everlasting commandments, right? These law, statutes, and commandments, man, they last forever, right? These law, statutes, and commandments help us with any and every little thing that we need in life if we just open it and use it, right? This is one thing that we do need to use and abuse in a sense, right? We need to do it so much that it's damn near abusive. We need to use the hell out of this Bible because we haven't been using it for so long, man. We need to push. You can't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster so hard in this nation because we've been eating it for so long. We need to push. You can't dress like Sexy Red so hard in this nation because all our women have been dressing like that for so long. We need to teach black men you can be strong in this nation and you can be a good leader to your family, because it has been pushed the opposite for so long in this nation. We got to push submissive women. We got to push strong black men. We got to push that because no one else is doing it, and we've been living how we want to for so long. We got to damn near abuse these laws, man. We got to do what needs to be done and do it abruptly. Do it hard. Salakia. You know what I mean? Put our all into it. You know what I'm saying? Drop that and give me 1 and 26. Same chapter.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, 1 and verse 26.
Right.
If thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments.
If you do what?
Desire wisdom.
If you desire to be stupid,
desire wisdom.
If you want to gain a little knowledge,
desire wisdom.
If you want to gain some damn wisdom, man. Having knowledge doesn't make you wise, but if you want to gain some wisdom and how to use that knowledge, right? You want to gain some koof, right? You want to gain some stain with your woman so that she got something to look up to and follow. You want to gain some leadership skills on how to raise your family and dig them out of the hellhole that you put them in for all their life. Go ahead. You want to gain some wisdom? What do?
Keep the commandments.
You keep the goddamn commandments, man. You do what the Lord say do, man. You put down them damn cigarettes, man, and that damn Quran. That's what you do. You take that damn chain off your neck with that damn cross. That's what you do. If you want to gain some wisdom, you got to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, man. You got to fear the Lord. Read it again.
If thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments, and the Most High shall give her unto thee.
It shall give her unto thee. Keep going.
Verse 27. The parables of knowledge are in the treasures of wisdom, but godliness is an abomination to a sinner.
Godliness is an abomination to a sinner, man. That's what I said at first. Whenever you come in, you walk in these ways of life. Shalaki, read it again.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 26. If thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments, and the Most High shall give her unto thee.
Right.
Verse 27. For the fear of the Lord is wisdom and instruction, and faith and meekness are his delight.
The fear of the Lord is what?
The fear of the Lord is wisdom and instruction.
Is wisdom and instruction. Why is it wisdom and instruction? Because it's wise, because you're going to save your soul and save your family's soul. It's destruction because it's going to kill all that wickedness that you've been living your whole life. That wickedness, that old man, that old woman is going to get destroyed when you start serving the Lord, when you gain this wisdom, when you open your eyes that you shouldn't be living the lifestyle you've been living. That old person is going to get destroyed, and it is wise that it is. It is wise that that old man dies, right? Because you cannot pour that new wine into that old vessel. You can't do it, right? So it's wise that that man be put to death, right? It's wise that that old man die on that cross just as Christ, and that new man be risen just as he is too. That's what's wisdom. That's wisdom according to the Lord. Go ahead, you got it. Read that. Read it again.
We're in the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 1, verse 27. For the fear of the Most High is wisdom,
right,
and instruction.
That's right.
And faith and meekness are his delight.
Are his delight. What is meekness? Let's get it. Let's get that. Let's get that. Yeah, let's give a shout out, man, to everybody that's in the class, man, going crazy. I.S.U.P.K going crazy in here. Reggie staying, man. Reggie stay tapped in. Come on, man, getting that all black. Better get that name soon, my boy. Warriala, okay. What up, nephew? Vaya 9 here, okay. Officer Quattazizi, okay. The luxury hair doctor. Hey, Princess Shalom. You know what I mean? Who else, man? We're going crazy. Reggie again, Darash in the building. Sis in the building. Juanita, okay. What it do, sis? James Rattel, that's a solid brother, man. He's staying in the rock. Okay, not Wheezy. Okay, we in here, man. We lit tonight. We need to not give everybody a hand, man. Y'all being very y'all participating. What is it? Very participant in the class, man. Y'all a diligent classroom, man. I like y'all. Y'all some good brothers and sisters, man. Go ahead.
According to Merriam-Webster, the definition of meek as an adjective, enduring injury with patience and without resentment. Deficient in spirit and courage, submissive, not violent or strong.
Read that scripture again.
In the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 27. For the fear of the Most High is wisdom and instruction, and faith and meekness are his delight.
Faith and meekness are his delight. Submissiveness is his delight. Your faith and you submitting yourself unto these law, statutes, and commandments is his delight, right? You gotta gain some. Men and women have a submissive that they have to follow. We got to be submissive to these laws, and these women should be submissive unto us. We're submissive unto the Lord, right? We have to be like that because that's the Most High's delight, and that's the only way that we're going to obtain wisdom. The only way. There's no other way around it, right? You got to think about it. You've tried every other way, right? You've tried going to church. You've tried the Muslims. You tried the 5%ers. You know what I mean? You tried Kemet. You tried it all. You know what I mean? But none of it's worked for you. None of it. Then you just tried being what's the people that don't believe? You tried being atheist. You was like, man, no, I'm just gonna live. I'm just gonna live. I know there's a higher being. I'm just gonna live, man. Just live my life. And whatever happens, happens. You tried that and almost lost your life. You tried it all. How about we try something new? How about we try just being an Israelite if you're a Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian? Right. How about we just try adhering to what the Lord says do? How about we gain some sort of what's the word I'm trying to use? Some sort of coof. I could say coof. Some sort of coof about ourselves, man. Some sort of some sort of discipline. You know what I mean? Some sort of order to where now, you know, we got a certain way that we got to live and we just can't do what we want, right? How do you raise a good child? Do you let them do what they want? Nope. How do you raise anything good? How do you raise a herd of animals? You let them just do whatever the hell they want? No, they have a fence. They got a way that they go. When you separating the older sheep from the lambs, right? What do? You got a fence, and somebody's there at the V of that fence, and they're opening the gate this way for the big ones, they open it that way for the little ones. They separate them, but they have a guided way that they should go. In society, we got to realize that we don't have that. The Christian church does not have that. The Muslim mosque does not have that. You can do whatever you want. You can go whatever direction you want. You just got to have a thought of what you think that you should feel, and then just say that the Lord knows your heart and not really put no action behind it. But now here in these scriptures, it's telling us that, look, there's a requirement for you to say that you love the Lord. There's a requirement that for you to say that you are of the Lord and that Christ is with you. There's a requirement, right? And that requirement means that we just do these law, statutes, and commandments, man. That's our order. That's our manual. That's our way of script. That's our way to live. That's our manuscript. You get what I'm saying? And when you do that, it's going to cause some pain, like the brothers read earlier. It's going to cause some hate. It's going to cause. Matter of fact, give me Matthew's 10 and 36, I believe. It's gonna cause some hell, man. When you come to serve the Lord, it's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt you, man. It's not gonna feel good, but it's gonna take that sorrow, like we read earlier, for you to begin to do what the Lord say do. It's gonna take you stricken your body of your selfish lust. It's gonna take that, man. It's gonna take a little bit of fighting of your demons when you haven't fought a damn thing your whole life. You just did what you wanted and moved how you wanted. But now it's gonna take a little bit of fighting, sorrow, tears, and could take bloodshed for you to change your life and save your children and your family's life. Unless it's not worth it. If it's not worth it, just continue to do whatever the hell you've been doing. Continue to lay with the whores until you get a spotted phallus. Continue. Continue to do all manner of drugs until you pass out, and there's no one around to call the ambulance for you, or pop that, what's that stuff called, Bunky, y'all? Pop the Narcan. There's no one around to administer you Narcan. Just keep it up, man. Keep testing the Lord. What they say? FAFO. Fuck around and find out. Shalakia. But that's what's going to eventually happen. You know what I mean? Go ahead, read that.
When the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 36. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
When you come to serve the Lord, man, you need to realize something very important. Take into consideration how the Sadducees and Pharisees and everyone damn near treated Christ in the Bible. They didn't kill Christ because they loved Christ, right? They didn't kill him because he made everybody happy. They didn't kill him because he was telling, hey, you're on drugs, just keep doing drugs, just the Lord knows your heart. They didn't kill him because he was in the churches praise dancing with them. They killed him because when he was a young man, he was in there whooping them with a switch, right? When he was a young man, they killed him because he said, you're not allowed to be a whore. You're not allowed to have a husband and take into consideration a strange conversation of another man. You can't do that when you have a husband. You can't be a man in here and be a coward. That's why they hated him. They hate you for these things. They hate us. They hate them. You know why the Christian church and the prison systems and all them, they hate the I.S.U.P.K and the Commitment to YAHANNA? Because we tell men the wickedness of their ways and tell them to stop doing it. They hate it. They're so scared that we're going to go in there and turn that damn prison upside down. They don't want us nowhere near it. They don't want us nowhere near these churches, man. They don't want us nowhere near these people. So they try to put up barricades and avenues to block us because they hate what we're saying. If you're on drugs, you hate being told you're a drug dealer. If you're a drug addict, you hate being said that you're addicted to drugs. If you're a whore, you hate someone calling you a whore. Here's the cure for it. Stop being a whore. Stop selling drugs. Stop laying with whores. Stop it. It's a cure for this. If you're a liar, guess what'll stop people from calling you a liar? Guess. Just guess. Blow my mind. Stop lying. Oh, sugar, honey, iced tea. Oh my God. Ooh, my spine. Ooh, guess what? If you're a whoremonger, guess what's gonna stop them women from thinking that all black men are dogs? Stop loving whores, brother. Stop it. Stop being pimps, brother. Easy money. Easy to do, man. You don't like people saying that you're sweet? Guess what? Stop being sweet. Easy peasy. Come on, man. This it. This it right there. We knocking everything out. What else do people get called in here that they don't like, that we have to say because no one else is saying it? What else? What else? Just tell the truth, man. If you're doing something, just tell the truth about it. If you're a liar, you're a liar. That's not me judging you. That's me telling you what it is. But back to the scripture, man. The reason you got, like I said, you got to always remember how they treated Christ. They hated Christ because he brought out the fallacies and how they was living and the ways that they was living their life. They hated Christ for it. You're not going to like nobody telling you that you're wrong about everything. You hate that. You might run into it with your wife sometimes. You might be right about everything, but over time she kind of get like, damn, this nigga, you always think you're right. I am. But that it'll happen. And no one likes to be told that they're wrong. Even when they're wrong. They don't like to hear it. Right? That's why they hate us. Go ahead. And when you come to serve the light, serve the Lord, your foes are going to be of your own household. Right? Keep reading, brother.
In the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 36. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. Verse 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
It's righteous that your father and mother and your family members turn their back on you when you come and serve the Lord. It's righteous because that pain is what is required for you to come and you to change your life, right? It's a sign. Use that as a sign, because when they begin to treat you like they treated Christ back in these scriptures, that's how you know you're on the right path, right? That's how you know. That's a sign that you're doing the right thing. That you're doing the right thing and no one around you is. Now, the ones that stick by you when you're doing this, that's somebody's life who needs to be saved, right? That's somebody who believes that, hey, what the brother's saying is right. I might need to change my life. I might need to have my family hate me. Use it as a sign. When your foes are of your own household, the people you grew up with for 25 and 30 plus years, that is a beautiful thing. You need to thank the Lord for it. Thank the Lord that everyone hates you now because you stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Thank the Lord that everyone hates you now because you stop laying with whores and beating your wife half to death when you get drunk. Thank the Lord for it. Thank the Lord that you don't have to go to the doctor every 2 weeks because you're burning and you're laying with every who nanny and you don't know who you got it from. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord that your daughters and your sons don't got to come back home crying because they friends have seen you on OnlyFans. Thank the Lord for it, man. Thank the Lord that they hate you because you now serve the Lord, man. You do it the right way. Thank the Lord, man. Hate me. Do it. Do it. Because that lets me know that how I'm moving is the right way and how you're living is wrong. Keep going.
And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
When you love your father, your mother, your daughter, your son more than serving the Lord, you're not worthy of him. You're not worthy of him. If you're saying, oh, I can't do this because grandmama said it ain't right. Grandma would say we've been eating pork our whole life. My mama said we grew up on pork and I think I'm too good for it. You are too good for it. You are. You're worth more than that. But if you don't think you are, and you want to listen to mama and daddy, and you want to listen to them saying, no, girl, that man ain't treating you right. He got all them women who love him. No, he ain't treating you, who adore him. That woman over there cooking him food every day. Look at them. You was raised right. You know how mean your mama was. Yeah, he was a whoremonger. He laid with 40 women a year while he was married, ring and ring with that woman, right? If you want to do what they said do, you grew up off of that pork, keep eating it. If you want to continue to do that, to hell with you. Because why? Because you're not worthy of the Lord. You're not worthy of the Lord. When you put your ways, your father, your mother, their ways that they done taught you, you put your son and your daughter, oh, I don't want to change my life because I know when I do this, my wife, she gonna try to take my kids from me. She gonna divorce me and take half of everything. She gonna do all these things to me. She gonna do this to me. My kids are gonna hate me. Their birthday gonna come up. I can't celebrate it. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I would never do that to them. That's my family. I love my kids, so I gotta get them something for Christmas. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, sister. Go ahead. Just know that you're not worthy of the most high power. You're not worthy of the Lord at all. And that's so saith the scriptures, man. That ain't my words. That ain't my words. That's the scriptures talking. That's scripture talking. But hey, do what you want to do. Be free. Live your lifestyle how you want to live it. Keep going.
We're in the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 38.
Right.
And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
What does it mean to take his cross? What does that mean? What does that mean, brothers? In the chat? Let's see if we get the chat. Take his cross, man. These men, I give you a little cheat. These men in the I.S.U.P.K take the Lord's cross, and we're doing it now. Example is this class. You taking on the Lord's burdens, man. We taking on the same burden that Christ had when he walked the earth, man. We're taking on his cross in here. We taking on the duty of serving the most high power in here, man. That's our job, right? And we follow after the most high power. We follow after Christ. That's our job. We do it, so we're worthy of him. But if you don't do it, what does the scripture say at the end? You are not worthy of him. You are not worthy of me. We got to get it together, man, as a people and as a nation, man. We fallen so far from the truth that when it's dead in front of us, we turn a blind eye to it and think these brothers crazy. I know some of them up there, some of y'all brothers and sisters watching the class thinking, damn, how that brother talk like that? Something wrong here. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. The Lord ain't with this. Jesus. Not my Jesus. My Jesus would no, not my Jesus. No, well, yes, yeah. Christ was way worse than me. Christ was way worse than me. I'm just voicing what I said, what I'm reading, right? We're doing the work, but I'm just voicing it. I ain't winning no church and beat nobody yet. We ain't seen that yet. We ain't seen nobody, no young. I think what was Christ? 12? Was he 12 out of one? Yeah, and into the sanctuary. He was 12, went in there and whooping tail. Foul. Put the pork down. Foul. Stop lying. Foul. I ain't did that yet. No, sir. But I can't wait till I can. Go out of your house. And it's coming soon, man. It's coming sooner than you think. Sooner than you think, man. We all think it's all love, fun, and games. But wait till that sky crack. And just don't believe us. Please don't. Please don't. Because I can't wait to see your faces. Oh, that'll be a laugh. I love to laugh. My brothers know that. They know I love to laugh. But them face, hey, here the face is gonna be. That's gonna be oh, there. Oh God. The chuckle to my spirit. Love it, man. I love it. You're gonna drop that and give me Matthew 10 and 28. You know what I mean? We got to understand, man, that the power we serve has to be feared, right? You have to have a level of, like I was saying earlier, as a man warring after the Lord's own heart and trying to save your people, you have to have a level of submission, or we have to be submissive to these scriptures, right? You want your woman to be submissive to you, you be submissive unto the Lord, right? Easy go, easy does, right? It's simple enough. If you want your woman to shut up and listen to you, right? You want her to do what you tell her to do when you tell her to do it, right? Here's the key to it. You be submissive unto the Lord. You want a submissive woman? You got to be a submissive man unto the Lord. Let me throw that in there before these fake Israelites be like, oh, these brothers teaching the men got to be submissive. You know how they take this shit and run with it. So like it, take that stuff and run with it. You know, read that when you got it, brother.
In the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 28.
And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul.
You should not fear these oppressors that have their knees on your neck while you cannot breathe. You shouldn't fear that. You shouldn't fear getting hung in Mississippi in today's age, 2024. You shouldn't fear that. You should not fear going out here and going to work and not coming home to your family and dying by the hands of some oppressor. You shouldn't fear going without food because you got fired from your job. You shouldn't fear hands up, don't shoot, and you still get shot in your back. You shouldn't fear using the bathroom on the side of a building and getting shot in your neck. You shouldn't fear that person that's killing you, that's unaliving you like that. You shouldn't fear that what? Read it again from the top.
In the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body.
And fear not them that can kill your body, that can harm you, physically beat your behind, physically murder you. Fear not him. Go ahead.
But are not able to kill the soul.
But they are not able to kill the soul. You don't fear that man. You don't fear him. You don't fear these police officers that's murdering your brothers and sisters every day. Don't fear them. Don't fear that court system that's going to take your child from you just because the woman says you're unfit. You don't fear them, man, that kill the body and destroy you here on this earth, but cannot kill your spirit. You don't fear them. Go ahead, read.
But rather fear him, which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
You fear the Most High, man. You fear the Most High power, the one that created that damn demon, that damn devil that he put over you in this kingdom. You serve the Most High, the one who is allowing him to do such things to you. You fear him. You don't fear no man. You fear the Most High power, Yahweh Shah. You get what I'm saying, man? In here, man, we know the order of who to fear in here, man. We fear the Lord, man. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
I mean, this right here puts specific emphasis on the value of your soul.
Right.
You know, and it's like, this is a reason for you not to be a sellout.
Right.
This is a reason for you not to feel hopeless. Like,
not to be a soulless individual.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You know, this right here goes against the status quo. You know, our people, you know, we do all sorts of things for mammon.
Right.
We follow the oppressor's culture.
Right.
Because he says that having this money makes you important.
That's right.
This is what you should put value in, when in all actuality, the scriptures say that your soul is more important than anything else.
That's right. So
this is what we should be focused on.
Damn right. No, damn right. Heavy point, man. Heavy point. And in order for us to even love the Lord, or say, quote unquote, say we love the Lord, we have to start by fearing the Lord and gaining our spirit back. Right? Our soul is so important. But this society makes it so that we don't give a damn about our soul. We just care about all the fleshly things, right? We care about how much money we can gain in this society. We care about how many women we can lay with, how much the real estate we can buy up. We care about these carnal physical things, these carnal physical people. When the Lord said we shouldn't fear none of that stuff. We should fear the one that can take handle on both the physical and the spirit, the body and the soul. We got to fear him, man. We got to know the power that we serve, man. We got to know the power we serve. Go to 1 John 5:3. We got to first understand certain fallacies and hypocrisies and a lot of stuff that we talk about, man. You hear a lot of people saying, God knows my heart, God loves me, I love God and all this. But we got to understand what it really means to be that type of a person, to walk in that kind of light, right? What does that mean? Why is it so important about the things that come out of our mouth? Because they mean something, and people hear this, right? And your reputation is everything. So if you're a person that's saying these things, people look at you and they try to hold you accountable to it. You don't just say stuff and just your words have power, man. Their tongue is a powerful thing. Go ahead, brother, when you get that.
We're in the book of 1 John chapter 5, verse 3.
For
this is the love of the Most High.
For this is the love of the Most High. You out there saying you love the Lord, God love you, this, that, and the third. This is the love of the Most High. Read, brother.
That we keep his commandments.
That we do what?
That we keep his commandments.
That we read the Quran.
That we keep his commandments.
That we God knows my heart, and I just gotta pray over it, and it's all right.
That we keep his commandments.
That we keep his commandments, man. This is the love of the Lord. Go ahead.
And his commandments are not grievous.
And his commandments are not grievous. They are not grievous. What does grievous mean? We'll get that definition for y'all that don't understand, right? We'll read it verbatim. You know what I'm saying? His commandments are not grievous. Ain't grievous. Ain't no thing. Ain't no thing, man.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
In the book of Merriam-Webster's online dictionary,
Mm-hmm.
grievous as an adjective,
Right.
causing or characterized by severe pain,
Right.
suffering,
Right.
or sorrow,
Right.
oppressive,
Right.
onerous,
Right.
serious,
Mm.
grave.
Grave. The biggest one you want to look at is oppressive. It doesn't oppress you to do these laws, statutes, and commandments, even though we feel like it does. A lot of people feel like it's oppression to not eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. They feel like it's oppression to cover up when they go outside. These laws are not hard. Grievous just means hard. They're not hard to do. It's easy to do these laws. Like I said in the beginning, this society makes it kind of hard.
That's right.
The society makes it hard.
That's
You know what I mean? I said that 3 or 4 times, but just also know that it's easy. It's hard, but it's easy. But guess who makes it even more easier? Guess. I get somebody 26 cents if they can guess this. That's all I got. 26 cents if y'all guess. Come on, I know y'all want it. Come on. Who can guess it? Why? What makes it easier? With all this hell outside in the world, what makes it easy for somebody to do these laws with all this hell going on in the world? It took too long. Keep my 26 cents. The men in the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA, man. The I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA makes it a little bit more easier to do it. You know why? Because we already went through the hell for you. You know what I'm saying? We already went through the you ain't sugar honey iced teas. You a BA nigga. You a deadbeat. You don't love the Lord. We already went through it for you. We know how to handle it when it comes about. That's what makes it easy. So you don't got to go through it alone, right? We bear our brothers' burdens in here. Go ahead, Bunky, y'all.
If I may, that's so heavy because we look at the oppressors, his way of living as it being the way.
Right.
When we think about white supremacy, it's ingrained, it's seared within our mental, within our psyche.
Right.
As it being the way.
Right.
When the Most High is showing you this is the way.
Right.
And his way is oppression.
Right.
And that's one of the synonyms to grievous
is
oppressive.
Is oppressive.
So the Lord, his laws, statutes, commandments are not oppressive.
That's right.
To us, but to the heathen it would be.
To the heathen and to our spirit.
Right. So
that's it, man. Easy money. Yeah. Get that brother a hand. That's a heavy point. Heavy point. Most High in Christ, man. Most High in Christ. We're gonna get one more. Let us get one more, man. This is a heavy topic too to talk on, man. Because as Black, Hispanics, and Native American people, man, a lot of things that we don't do that we should do. Well, one of the main things that we don't do that we should do is fear the Lord. Like a lot of people like to say, God is my friend. What they say? What they be saying? Jesus is my homeboy. I got a personal relationship with God, but the Lord know my heart. Like you hear all these things, man. But none of it's from the Lord. None of it's from the Lord. Give me Zephaniah 2 and 1. You know what I mean? We'll end it with this. You know what I mean? This is wonderful class, man. I'm glad everybody tuned in, showed love tonight. You know what I mean? Like, share, and subscribe, all that, so we can get this out there. You know what I mean? To help us with our plight and saving our people, man. Getting them off the street. Stopping the hoes from being hoes, man. Stopping our daughters from listening to sexy red. We got a lot of work to do as a nation, right? And these classes are just the beginning of it, right? Don't think that just because we do these classes Monday through Friday, 7 to 9, and we do camps on Saturday, that's it. That's just the beginning, right? We're just laying down the foundation of what is to come. We're laying down the foundation of a kingdom of heaven. You can get a glimpse of the kingdom of heaven when you come to one of our high holy days or even come to one of our gatherings, man. How we be cooking out with each other. We step out together and all that. You can get a little glimpse and you see how these women treat their husbands, how the brothers treat their wives, how the brothers treat every other brother wife, how the women are so secure and feel so safe in here. You get a little glimpse of heaven when you come in here, man. But like I said, this I.S.U.P.K is just laying down the foundation. Laying down the foundation brick by brick, man. And you can help us with this. You can help us along the way with this if you like, share, and subscribe, man. Share this to your platform. Send it to that brother that's weak in the world that you know. Right. You know he weak. You need to hear this. Send it to him. Tell him to like and subscribe to the channel and tell him to send it to his weak-ass friend of his. You know what I mean? So on and so forth. Send it to that sister that's a whore that need help with stop. She don't know how to stop being a whore right now, but she trying. Send it to her. You know what I mean? Help her, man. Help her out, man. Help us, help you, help them. You know what I mean? Let's do it, man. We a family. Go ahead when you get that.
We're in the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Right.
Gather yourselves together.
Gather. Come together, right? Get together, right? Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, come together, man. Get together. Get on one accord. Let's get right. Come together. Go ahead.
Yea, gather together.
Uh-huh.
O nation, not desire.
That nation not desire. We in the ghettos together. We suffering and dying together. The oppressor got his foot on our necks. We in the bayous. We in the trenches, the projects. We over there behind the wall in them cages where they keep kidnapping our babies at night and taking them to Epstein Island. We oppressed together. We still getting hung in the 2000s in Mississippi. Our babies getting snatched up in the middle of the night because we want to prostitute our daughters and let them dress how they want to dress and be surprised when a nasty man with vile thoughts snatch her up and now she missing. Or our son out there gang banging, he gets shot. We all oppressed in here. That nation that's not desired, the nation that's the lowest in the earth, the nation that no one wants to help. Black people have been dying for over 400,000, well, damn near thousands of years in America. And Israel only been going through hell for a couple of months, and we sending them billions of dollars. We that nation that's oppressed and that's not desired. That nation that's not desired, come together, man. Come together and do what?
Gather yourselves together.
Gather yourselves together.
Yeah. Gather together. O nation, not desire.
O nation, not desire. All us, Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, gather together, man. Go ahead.
Verse 2. Before the decree, bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Most High come upon you.
We need to come together, man. Gather together before the Lord start really showing us how pissed off he is with how we living, man. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and pass the class over to Precinct Officer Bankayal for the security announcements.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves on the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means tenth. In the Hebrew, it's pronounced ma'ashara. That's 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to treasury department or teacher. The priest funds, a free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming Holy Convocation, we have the Feast of First Fruits. It starts after the Sabbath of unleavened bread. Sundown, Sunday, April the 28th of this year. Count 50 days, celebrate the 50th day, Monday, June 17th of this year. Start before sundown, according to the book of Leviticus, 23rd chapter, verses 10 through 22. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, I-march, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, I-march, Shabbat, I-march, Barak, Yahweh, Shem Yahweh, Shabbat, Yadamata, hands down. Sorry, turn to face the sisters. Sisters, I-march, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to our sisters. I-march, Shabbat, I-march, Barak, Yahweh, Shema, Tama, Shem Yahweh, Yadamata, hands down, class dismissed. Good class, bro. The what? Yeah.